This video is sponsored by Brilliant.
And you can't even hear me. Hello, everybody. We're back at it today. We're going to be getting back into some editing. Let me mess with the music because it's a little bit too loud. Isn't it? Don't you think? Especially if we're going to be playing the video. Give me a second. Just adjust my settings. All right. I've streamed more in this past week than like I have in my entire streaming career, which hasn't been that much. But we're back with the green screen in the background. So fancy. And we're going to be hopping back into this video. Ideally we finish it today. Maybe that's a bit of a stretch. I haven't been working on it that much outside of the stream. So we did like 4.5 hours yesterday. Yesterday? Did we do 4.5 hours yesterday? What day is it? It's Monday. I don't know. We did 4.5 hours one day. We did 3 hours another day. So we're up to 7.5 hours. I did a little bit of work off camera just to work on the ad that's going to be going in this video, because I didn't want you guys to have to suffer through watching me work on an ad. And that's finished. So that didn't take that long. That probably took like an hour. If that. Actually, that's pretty generous, I would say. So, you know, we're up to, I'd say like eight hours, right around there, something like that. I started putting in some music and stuff. I started putting in, I haven't really done many more effects. So anyway, oh, hang on. Oh, shoot. You guys can't even see me, can you? Give me 1 second. What the heck? Hey, there we are. Just full of technical difficulties today, aren't we? That's all right. So yeah, so as I was saying, we're going to be getting into the video for today. We got the green screen. I'll be putting up the desktop so you can see what's going on. I've been having troubles. The other day when I was streaming, by the way, you know, we had the same setup as before. I'm still new to this, right? I'm still like figuring stuff out. I was, but I had this weird thing happen where I would be working on the video, and every once in a while, somebody in the chat would be like, "Oh, the screen is black." And sure enough, I'd look over and somehow my software flipped, it like changed the scene and was showing a black screen. And for whatever reason, I guess when I press the down arrow on my keyboard, regardless of what window I'm on in my computer, it will switch the scene in OBS, in the software that I use for streaming. So that's inconvenient, but luckily now I've changed it where the last scene that I have is the one that we're going to be using. So because I use the down arrow a lot for when I'm editing to like scrub through clips or get to the next clip. So it would be kind of a pain if you guys just suddenly were like, whoa, can't see anything. But anyway, checking comments. Oh, it's so good to see people in the chat. Yes, the cats are fine. They're all right. I doubt they'll make an appearance in the video, but who knows? Maybe they'll start whining at the door. But yeah, glad that you guys are here. Jabril, Southeast Asia? Oh my God, it's the morning there. Dang. Yeah, Osiris, it's not blue. I hope you know that, right? This is not a blue screen, right? No, I'm just messing with you. I know you know what you're talking about. Yeah, green screen today. Because then with the green screen, we get to do this nice fancy little thing here. Let me pull us over into our editing. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, that's gone. Hopefully it doesn't keep doing that. Yeah, so this is what we're working with today, right? We got our entire timeline here. Hey, Jeffrey Lindsay, good to see you. Happy to have you back. We're gonna be going through and working on this whole scene essentially, and trying to finish up some of the effects that we haven't done yet. Sorry, I'm just getting a little bit distracted by chat. Hey, Dan, how's it going? Good to see you. Alex Lee. People are finding out that they're colorblind. Yeah, actually, here, let's do a quick test. All right, chat, here we go. Oh, that is tiny. Never mind. Let's go to this. Okay. Let's start these off one by one, if these will actually... Oh my gosh, it's gonna be hard for you to see. Let's try that out. Ugh. All right. What number do you see, chat? Seven. Hey. All right, we can see that. How about this one? 7.1. Abraham Lincoln. All right, we got a lot of colorblind people in the chat today. That's a 6 there. All right, how about this one? 8.01. Yeah, I don't think so, man. This one's a 14. I'm just kidding. It's 26. Nice. How about this one? Huh? 15. Of course. Of course. I'm not colorblind. How about that one? Did they just repeat one? It's gotta be another 6. Oh, that one's actually kind of hard to see. This one actually, okay. This one's actually sort of difficult. I want to say that's 73, but I'm actually not entirely sure. Yeah, it is actually 2 pizzas. Yeah. All right, cool. All right, we're done with the colorblind test. Let's get into the editing instead. So, I've rendered out the, everything that's done so far, just to make scrubbing through a little bit simpler. We'll begin with the last, if you can see this on the timeline here. The pink that you see on the timeline is all of the After Effects compositions. So they line up with these comps. So we're gonna be, I guess, starting off with this last pink composition, and then start adding in new effects and stuff, and then we'll go from there. So anyway, effects, as I'm going through this stuff, I can sort of multitask as I'm doing this stuff, so feel free to leave comments, questions, etc. in the chat, and we'll just go from there. Can confirm life is a simulation and my color simulation is solid. That's fair. Well, hopefully you're not a pilot. And if you are, then why don't you give me your information and I will be contacting the aviation department. That would be kind of messed up if the whole chat was colorblind, but alas, you all seem to pass for the most part. Except for the person that said 2 pizzas. All right, here we go. Let's play what we got right now here at the very end, and then we'll get into new effects. Oh, you might. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. I've got some music that I already put in here. I haven't put in music for the entire video quite yet, so let's turn off this other music. Otherwise, it's gonna get a bit chaotic. There we go. That's nicer. And let's get this started. Here we go.
This was a big deal, especially in the early 1900s, because there wasn't a whole lot in the way of effective anticonvulsant medication. The best options at that time were potassium bromide, which prevented seizures, but also has a pretty strong sedative effect, and phenobarbital, a barbiturate, which is actually still used today, but isn't always effective. And if you didn't like either of those options, then your other option was pretty much just to ride it out, which isn't great. It pretty quickly became standard practice among neurologists to recommend Conklin's new fasting diet for epilepsy patients, though no one was really sure exactly how it worked, beyond, toxins. Eventually,
All right, let's add a little, because, for effects, we're getting nice and close up here. She's making a funny face. Bring that over into After Effects. I just want a nice big toxins in the background or something. Maybe we'll even, we'll put it in front. Make it easy on ourselves because we're moving through this quick.
toxin.
She's putting quotes in there, so we'll put quotes on ours as well. What? Okay, so let's put a drop shadow on that to make it easier to read. Like so. We'll scale this up like that. Put it center right in the middle. Now what we can do if we really want to, we can make this nice and tall too. If this thing will cooperate. Toxins, right? Get all silly with it. And do one of those. But that seems pretty hard to read. What do you guys think? Feel free to let me know. Do you like it nice and big, sort of in your face? I could even, if we want, I could lower the opacity slightly. So it's like, you can still sort of see through it and see your face. And what I'm thinking is...
Toxins.
Get rid of it pretty quick.
Toxins. Beyond, toxins. Beyond,
What do you think? You like that? We can make it. We could make it even bigger. Like, why not? Like that. I could even take out the exclamation points, and that would even, that might make it even goofier looking. You see if I can demonstrate what I'm talking about. Like that, and then we'll probably have to bring this down actually a little bit. Toxins, like that. It probably needs to be a little bit smaller even, so I think I like it without the quotes. So do that. What you think? Thinking of the whole screen here. This is what it'll look like.
Toxins. Beyond, toxins. Beyond.
I think that's fine. We'll save that. But if you're hating it or whatever, then just, yell at me in the chat. Let's go back. Keep playing. Oh, Toxins is the new Aliens. You like her eyes? You liked her eyes peeking over the top of the word? Wait, did I remove that? I feel like I may have. So you're saying that maybe I should lower this. Oh, is it not? It's not even selected. Lower that down. Like that. Is that what you're kind of saying? Have the crazy eyes just like right over the text.
Toxins. Beyond, toxins. Beyond,
Like that? Oh, what? Bro, what is the deal? Hang on. I swear my software wants... oh my lord. I'm just removing that scene altogether. I swear my software wants to mess with me. I don't know what I pressed there, but suddenly it went to that same scene that I was talking about before. So anyway, no, the screen is not supposed to be black, and hopefully it's back to normal now. I know. I don't know. I don't know why everything went black. You saw nothing. I think this is the true color blindness where you don't even see any color whatsoever. There's only the void. And you know, that is your everlasting experience until you die. Okay, back to I swear it did the oh my god. What is what is the problem? It's the same thing. I pressed down when I was in this software and it went to the black screen. I deleted the scene. There is no black scene for it to go to. Okay? I'm going to press down. Oh, now it doesn't do it. I swear. It's just messing with me. I'm like testing it. It's not doing it now. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe it's finally catching up. But we're back. Okay. Ready? Editing with an audience is hard. It is hard. You know, you gotta keep your head on a swivel. Let me pop out chat because it's been a little bit hard to like keep track of stuff. Okay, here we go. Now we're golden. Here we go.
Eventually, the scientifically minded parents of one epilepsy patient decided that toxins wasn't a good enough answer and asked physician Stanley Cobb to explain why the treatment worked. And he was like, you know what? That is a great question.
Okay, Stanley Cobb. So we're going to bring that in. We got to find a pic of Stanley Cobb here real quick. So we imported that. Let's find Stanley Cobb. Stanley Cobb, neurologist. The founder of biological psychiatry in the United States. Seems like a cool dude. That's what he looks like, apparently. Not many pictures. So we got that one. Wikipedia. So free to use there. That's a nice one. Looks very handsome there. We got this one, very serious. That one's tiny, so we're not going to use that. That one's also tiny. Well, I'll tell you what. How big is this one? Gosh. Can't they get like a good camera or something like that? Like, come on. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's just grab a bunch of these and we'll make an amalgamation of images of Stanley Cobb. And I wonder if I have like an upscaling software. I don't think I do. That's a nice one, actually. Maybe we'll just use that one. What? Did you just download it? It did. Okay. All right. We'll just use that. That's a nice size picture. Okay. So,
Actually, the scientifically minded parents of one
epilepsy patient decided that toxins wasn't a good enough answer and asked physician
Stanley Cobb. Hello. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. All right. So now what we got to do is grab that image, bring it in. We got Stanley Cobb here. I don't like that white outline particularly. So we'll move him more or less into the position that we want him to be. Cut out, mask out that white background. That seems fine. We don't even need that much space at the top here. So we'll just lower that down, really focus your eye, you know. Maybe we'll bring it up a tiny bit. Oh. Pull him up ever so slightly. Now, in some of these other images, what we've been doing... Oh no. That's all stretched out. We don't want that. Stanley Cobb. For some of these images, we've been putting the name on top of the image, like so. So as to, I don't know, really identify it. Because you can put it like below too if you want to. His name is short enough that we could probably actually put this all on one thing. And then we'll just decrease the size slightly. There we go. Okay, we'll push that back down to the bottom of this image like that. Add a drop shadow just to make it easier to read. And then what we're going to do is bring both these layers over and have this coming from the left. So I was talking about this the other day. Jeffrey, hang on. Jeffrey's just saying, grab a bunch, feed it to a neural network, and generate a perfect but entirely fake picture. That would be awesome. I would love that. I love the softwares and like websites that do like neural networks, machine learning, AI, et cetera, like the Google Deep Dream AI and stuff. I always find that. I actually use that for the last video, just for a very brief segment at the start of the last video, just to provide some weird imagery. But yeah, this is gonna be just fine, I think. Oh, and we need a drop shadow for this image as well. Drop shadows everywhere. I was talking about, anyway, going back to what I was saying before. I was talking about this during the last stream, was if you want to do your own editing, right? And you want quick and easy transitions, stuff to come on screen, blah, blah, blah. Do yourself a favor. Get yourself Animation Composer. It's a great free plugin. It has like all these built-in, transitions that you can use. I used to keyframe everything by hand before, and it's fine. You have more control over it that way. But gosh, this is fast, to just like have that automatically come on screen like
Stanley
that.
Cobb to explain why.
Okay, so I need I want that to be slower because it's a little bit quick. Maybe the text can come on a little bit slower even. And we'll turn on motion blur.
Physician Stanley Cobb to explain why the treatment.
Cobb. Okay, we want it to come on sooner.
Asked physician Stanley Cobb to explain why the treatment worked.
It worked. And he was like,
I have a bad idea. That would be funny for like a second, which is to blow up this picture to be really big and then put Allie's head on top of it. But it would be a lot of work for very little payoff. I'll tell you what. Let's do it. Let's see if we can do it very, very quickly. So we're gonna remove this effect. We're gonna cut this down. We're gonna scale this way up. You say definitely worth it? Okay, then we're definitely gonna do it. My gosh. All right, here we go. Oh man. Okay. Hey, Zach. Good to see you back here. Just passing by. Well, I'm happy that you're here, that we get you for the moment that you are here. That means a lot. All right, so here's where we're going to introduce a new, nice little thingamabob. We're going to use a little bit of roto. So this is actually what the footage looks like originally, before any effects, or any color correction or whatnot. Very flat looking. Right? So let's take Allie's head here. And I'm gonna do this quick and dirty. I'm not looking for a perfect mask. Frankly, I don't care. I don't want to spend a ton of time on this. And I think there is some charm in having it look scuffed. So there we go. That's more or less what we're looking for. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we've got this frame, and now what we're going to do is we're going to move that forward one frame at a time. Boom, boom, boom. Are you, thanks for the good luck, Zach. I appreciate that. Are you following along so far? It is tracking quite nicely, I gotta say. I'm quite impressed. You know, they updated the, oh, now it's kind of creeping. There we go. Oh, that is too much. Don't like that. Why? Why are you doing that? Okay, that's better. They updated this feature, the like roto function or whatever. And it's quite nice now. Okay, don't love that. Come on, just get rid of it. Seriously? Look at me. Earlier I was like, we can have this be scuffed, and now I'm like being picky about how good this looks. Boom, 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 boom. I know this is boring. We're going through frame by frame, but it will pay off in the end, I promise you. Just stick with me here. And if you're just joining what we're doing, or if you came in a little bit later, we're going through the video that's going to be coming out on Wednesday. We're editing stuff together, finishing up effects and whatnot. I've still got to do music, but for the most part, the color correction is done. The audio I have corrected, or put the various effects on it, so it should be more or less, you know, ready to publish. From that side, and we're just going to be working on this. Almost done, almost done. Look, we've only got a few more frames. Okay, ready? We're done, I think. Let me just zoom in and make sure that that's the last frame. That's the last frame. All right, now we're going to click freeze. 458? Why is it 450? Oh, let me turn the music back on. 458 frames? Why is it so many frames? It's not that many frames. Anyway. So now what the computer is doing is it's saving the rotoscope job that we just did, and it will isolate it on its own layer, and then we're gonna just plop that on top of the head of Mr. Cobb here. I got a nice cookie I'm eating. It's a big cookie. Look at that thing. It's pretty good too. All right. Well, while that's freezing all the layers, or all the frames, what can I say? I don't know. I got the green screen behind me, and I also have this like very thin strip of green screen fabric that got cut off or something for some reason at some point. So if we really wanted to, it's like an invisibility cloak, you know? You could just like have no head. Is it working? That's kind of what we're going to do with this guy, actually. We're going to remove his head and put Allie's on instead. Why is it... Bro, what is this thing doing? Is this saving the right frames? It doesn't... Okay. I'm going to let it run its course, and then we're going to see where it's at. I'm just worried that it's not actually using the frames that we were just looking at. How much of my body do you think I can cover with this? Look at that. It's like a little scarf, green screen scarf. Hey, Ajelet? 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 How do you pronounce your name? Thanks for coming by. Appreciate the kind words. It's nice of you. All right. Let's leave this for right now. I want to hop back over to Premiere. Maybe just to identify what the next clip will be that we end up doing an effect on. And let me pause the music again so that we don't have a clash of sounds. Here we go.
He and a guy named W.G. Lennox did assays of the blood and urine of a small group of epileptic patients on the fasting diet, including Lennox himself, and found that they all had a buildup of acid in the bloodstream, known as acidosis, and high levels of serum uric acid. Those acids were secreted in urine if the subjects ate carbs or certain proteins. But surprisingly, the acid was not secreted if they only consumed 40% cream. Gross.
System
Overall,
does not
they
like that. Okay, so we've got some. This next clip will end up having another image, this time of his like assistant, and then I think we'll probably be fine. Ooh, the system's running a little bit slow. This probably be fine. I don't think we need like any images on there. Maybe we'll put like a little 40% cream. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. So we'll do that next. Let's see where we're at with After Effects. It's still running. Still running. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Lucas. I like your content, but tomorrow I have a nervous system test in college, and it's the last thing I would like to do. Wait, are you saying... I'm a little bit confused by that sentence. Are you saying that watching this stream is the last thing that you would like to do because you have to study for your test? Or are you saying that taking the test is the last thing that you want to do? It could go either way, you know? And I respect it either way, whatever is your preference, but, you know, figure it might be important to know, to get some clarity there. By the way, while we're waiting on this to render out, if you are on YouTube and you're checking out this stream and you want to see me do more than just editing stuff, I'm only going to be posting neurotransmissions related streams here on YouTube, but I also do some streaming over on Twitch. There I do just like, you know, video game gameplay and chatting about random stuff. I'm just getting off the ground, you know, and just starting to do that. So, you know, there will still be, I'm right now sort of simultaneously streaming both on YouTube and Twitch for the editing stuff. But if you're interested in checking me out over there, I'll drop a link in the chat. And you can see that you can, if Twitch is a platform that you use, you can check me out on over there. Let me drop that in chat. There. But feel free to follow me over there, and you'll get a little bit more than just the video editing streams. So yeah, so that's going on. What else we got going on? I've been working on my house this whole weekend. Essentially spent time just like preparing a room, priming it, painting it, and it's been good. It's been a good process, but it is very time intensive and very tiring, let's just say. Dan says, I'm multitasking, preparing for a kickoff of one of our projects. Whoa, no way. What's the project, Dan? What do you do? Tell me about you. Okay, so just to check in on where we're at with regards to... so you can see, this is why I'm like confused about this. It has now expanded to her entire body. I don't know if it's even saving yet the frames that we were working on, or if these are frames afterwards. Are these frames after? You know, I probably should have like cut off the end of the clip that we were using, because I think it's giving us the whole section, even stuff that isn't on the composition that we're using. Oh, it's going backwards. That's interesting. Okay. Well, that explains a little bit. So that's good. That's good news. Oh. Banana pudding. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Oh, and now it's going forwards. Okay, all right. No, this is good. This is good. Okay, so you can see that the cursor skipped up here, and now we're actually getting the part that we rotoed before. So this is, I don't know why it went way back. Why did it do that? But it doesn't matter. We're getting what we need right now, so I feel better about this. And then we can finally get to our next effect, which is popping this onto that head that we have. And we can move on. I don't want this to take all night. We got other stuff to do. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hey, what's up, Jasper? Glad to see you here. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see how this ends up looking. It'll probably look pretty crap, I would guess. But that's okay. It's all just for fun, you know? We're just messing around. Don't need to take stuff so seriously, you know? Okay, 91%. Come on, you can do this. You can do this. Let's turn on the music again. There we go. And then we can get back to the timeline and keep working. The way that I'm talking, it sounds like we're talking about time travel or something. No, we're just talking about video editing. Get back to the timeline. All right, like 20 more frames. Okay. Oh, what just happened there? Oh, I think it worked. Is it done? Oh, no, still going. Okay. It's fooling me. It's making me think that it's ready to go, and then suddenly it pops back up. Father Goose, thanks for the follow over on Twitch. Appreciate that. All right. Oh, let's do, while we're waiting for this, we were talking about color blindness earlier. Let me ask you, those of you who are in chat, to do a little thought experiment with me. What I want you to do, as long as this doesn't totally crash my computer right now. Oh my gosh, everything's running so slow. I think After Effects is just taking up like all of the resources. So what I want you to imagine, I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to imagine a red star. And when I say a red star, I mean a 5-pointed red star like you might see on like a Heineken bottle or something like that, right? So close your eyes, and as clearly as you can, I want you to try and visualize a red star. Why are you not working for me? Oh Lord, here we go. And as soon as you feel like you've, visualized it as best you can open your eyes again. And I'm gonna pull something up here. Maybe this is a bad idea while this is trying to finish up. It's so close to being done. 6 more frames. My computer is so slow right now. Are you able to... Is my stream even running okay? Seems like it. Man, the Fool's Ghost. Hey, how's it going? Glad to see you. Are we not done yet? We're almost there. We're almost there. We're so close. I just want it to be done so that my computer actually gets back up to speed. So that my computer doesn't like lock up on me. Okay. Okay, so you visualize the red star, right? Now, tell me, which star did you see? You can see the numbers in the corner, right? Did you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Which star do you see when you close your eyes and you try to visualize a red star? What do you see in your mind's eye? 6? Alex says 6. Jasper says can't visualize the shape of stars. Color-wise, 6. Okay. Lucas says 6. Cool. All right, so if you said 6, then that's great. You are able to essentially you have a good sense of you're able to what's the word that I'm looking for? You're able to like visualize things well in your mind. There are people who have, there's a varying degree of ability to do this. And some people are way on the other end of the spectrum where they're at number 1, right? They cannot visualize a red star in their mind, no matter how hard they try. They know what a red star is, right? They can like understand that 6 is a red star, but in terms of imagining it, they're just not able to. So that is called, what is that called? Aphantasia or aphantasia. If you're totally unable to visualize anything in your mind's eye. So there's sort of this spectrum of imagination. Maybe imagination is the wrong word, but visualization. Okay, I think we're done over on After Effects. It looks like it. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save it. Probably most important. Do that right there. We're probably just like sucking up all of the RAM. And we're gonna go take a look at this footage. I don't even know what's going on here. It looks like this is the one. If I were to turn that off, does that do anything? Oh, I'm on the layer. Yeah, here we go. Ready? Come on. Turn on. Okay, here we go. I turn that off. Hey, look, we've isolated our head. Great. So now, what happened? Oh, here we go. So we're gonna bring this guy back up. Stanley Cobb, right? We're gonna bring her head right up there. And then we're gonna scale her head up slightly, like that. Okay, a little bit too big, I think. Like that. And like that. And we'll rotate it ever so slightly. Nope, wrong way. Like that. Bring it down. Again, back into the... It's not good, right? Let's do that. And... Oh. Cut that off.
You know what? That is a great...
So maybe move it up slightly. Like that.
That is a great question. Eventually...
Something like that. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna add a little quick mask to this. Right around his collar. Like that. Did that stick? Maybe not. Maybe it didn't. I thought it would. Oh, does it not work on the roto? Here, let me try this. Let's do this. Come on, delete the mask. Okay, let's do this. Let's pre-compose. Move all attributes. It's a masterpiece. I don't know about that, but it's something. All right, now what we can do is we can do the same thing that we just did. Turn it off. Come on, there we go. I really should be rounding these corners, but who cares? Okay, and then we'll do subtract. And maybe we could get away with moving this guy up to there. And then we'll feather the edge slightly. Like that. Beautiful. Maybe we'll move the expansion. Let's just do this. Move that out. Move the expansion in. Oops, wrong direction. Like that. Okay, let's try that out.
You know what? That is a great...
So stupid. All right, cool. Okay, one other thing. Yeah, it's not quite a deep fake, that's true. But it's, it's something.
You know what? That is a great question.
If you really wanted to make this look good, like her head is kind of moving side to side a little bit, the neck. And so you would want that to be all like stabilized and everything. We're not gonna do that. Maybe we'll do a little bit. Ready? Check this out. We'll just do that. Oh, crap, I forgot about the Never mind, we're not going to do it. Too much, too much, too much. All right, so instead what we're going to do, duplicate this layer. I'm going to make a quick mask around this. Right there. And position it. Oh, okay. What the heck? Oh, I see. And then move that. Ugh, why are you doing this? I want that. There. Like so. Right? And then we're going to do that again. Duplicate that. Oh, not that. Duplicate this guy again. And we'll copy this like so. And we'll hang on. Remove that mask. And delete that. And then position that over. All we're really doing is just giving a little bit of cover in the background so that it covers up his head so you don't see it behind Allie. And you'll see what I mean here in a second. Okay, ready? So now, you know, if we remove her head, his head is being obscured for the most part, right? Just a little bit. Actually, now that we can see this. Oops. We'll do one of those. We don't need this to be so much. And then with this one, expand this down ever so slightly. Yeah, I think that's fine. Good enough. We're just blurring it, you know? That's all we really want to do.
You know what? That is a great
question.
Okay, perfect. Great. That is a great question. All right. Just letting this render out. Okay, good. Save. Go to the next clip. We're gonna also bring this into After Effects. My computer's being a little bit slow here. Still being slow. Come on. There we go. New profile pic. I like that, Jeffrey. Yeah, Allie should totally grab that. It's a pretty nice pic right there. Okay. Pulling in this clip here. All right, here we go. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Should we use that? That could be the thumbnail right there for the whole video. Yeah. Okay.
He and a guy named W.G. Lennox did.
W.G. Lennox. W.G. Lennox. How do you spell that? William Gordon Lennox. Found him. Spotted him. Ready? Let's pull over pictures of him. All right. Also, not many pictures, but let's see which one will work. So we got this guy. Not bad. He's sort of older in that pic. Also kind of older there. Definitely older there. There's that one. He looks like Looks like a farm boy there. There's that one. I don't think that's even him. No. Wait, is it? Yeah, it's him. I'm between that one and that one. Oh, wait. This is him too. He's kind of younger there. This might be a good one. Yeah. Let's see how big. Oh, it's a tiny, tiny, tiny picture. I hate that. It's okay. Hang on. Let's see if they have a bigger one on the actual website. All right. So firewalls. Okay, so it says 500 by 722, and then you look at it, it's 187 by 270. So that's not gonna work. Here, let's do this. Yeah, no, not gonna find it. Bummer. All right, well then we're limited by our options. This one's also tiny. That one's big, but look at all that grain. It's ugly. We're going with this guy. Because even if you... Not lyrics in my music. Don't like that. I even have it on instrumentals. Boo. Alright, there we go. Even if you zoom in on this image, right, it's still gonna look good. It's got that nice film grain, which hides many errors. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. It's over. Pull his image in, and we'll just scale that up slightly. There. Oh, and I forgot to put the look other image here. Okay, so we got his picture in here. What I'm gonna do to make things easier for myself, I'm gonna just copy this guy, put it in here. WG Linux. There it is. And we're gonna put his text right and smack dab in the middle there. Right, like so. Add a drop shadow. Did not do it. Oh, my computer's just freaking out on me. It did not like me using the Roto Brush tool, I'll tell you that much. Note to self, save using the Roto Brush tool until the end. Because now it's going to be all slow and stuff.
He and a guy named WG Linux did
Oh, that's earlier on.
He and a guy named
W? Okay, this guy needs to come in from the left. And turn on motion blur. WG Linux. Saves.
a small group of
Alright, this music's a little bit too intense. We're just gonna turn it off. So this is like a funny thing that happens with After Effects is as it's rendering in real time, and it slows down so that it can catch up so as it's going, and it also slows down the audio too. So that's why it sounds all like, you know, low and like a monster voice.
Small group of epileptic patients on the fasting diet, including Lennox himself, and found that they all had a buildup of acid in the bloodstream.
Okay. we're just going to have these guys go out right around that time.
And found that they all had a buildup of
Cool. Have
and found that they all had a buildup of acid in the blood.
acid in the bloodstream.
known as acidosis.
Acidosis.
High levels of serum uric acid. So,
What did you say at the end there?
All had a buildup of acid in the bloodstream, known as acidosis.
Okay, so acidosis should come on screen. Let's see if she says anything else.
And high levels of serum uric acid, so known as acidosis, and high levels of serum uric acid,
Serum uric acid.
known as
Acidosis. Acidosis. Is that how you spell it? That is the real question. Acidosis. It is. Great. So, we've got acidosis on screen. It's got to be a little bit larger, I think. And tell you what. What was that other thing that she said? Serum uric acid? Is that what she said? Let's take a look. Pull up the script. Just to make sure that I'm putting everything down correctly on here. Okay. Where the heck is this thing? Here we go. Serum uric acid. Oh. Serum uric acid. Like that. Okay. Put a drop shadow on it, as per usual. But here's what we're going to do. Click on this, right? And I'm going to duplicate the layer. Actually, before I do that, let's bring up just acidosis, and then we'll duplicate the layer. Pull up the mask, hit subtract, and now what we're going to do is have both of these come up from the bottom. Like that. I'm going to take out the rotation because I don't like the rotation on that.
acidosis, and
Okay, so that needs to be a little bit acidosis. Acidosis, right? So it's on screen.
acidosis, and high
And
level
tell you what, we're going to duplicate this once more. And what's going to happen is we're going to click on this and go like that. So it's going to be on the top. And then, oh wait, hang on, let me think about this. Okay, I got to do this actually, like that. And then this one, we're going to have to add 2 of them and subtract that as well. Now you might be saying, what are you doing? And boom, boom, boom. There we go. This one has rotation. We're going to turn that off again. So now what we're going to do is we're going to have the position change for, we're kind of working backwards. Acidosis is going to come on screen first. It's going to be centered right about there. We're going to easy ease our way into this. Like so.
And high levels of serum uric.
That's maybe a little bit fast, but.
And high levels of serum uric.
Yeah, more or less. Oops, didn't mean to do that. So anyway, hey, Strong Medicine. Everybody, if you're watching right now, Strong Medicine has a great YouTube channel. It's extremely informative, technical, especially if any of you are aspiring or current medical students. It's a great resource for videos about everything medicine related. So medicine and you know, physical care and, you know, body related, I guess. So go check out that channel for sure. Style question. Acidosis is capitalized. Should serum uric acid be? Great question. I don't know. What does the chat think? I may not understand the rules of chemistry notation, though. Me neither, man. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, so what we're doing right now is we're just going through and doing some effects and then just running through that and getting stuff on screen, essentially. So Tim brings up a good question. Should we be capitalizing serum uric acid as well? I'm not opposed to that. You know, it's, you know, let's just take a look at it and see how it looks. You can tell me what you think. Oh, what am I doing? All right, here we go. And then let's just position this over. And then we'll have to, oops, mess with this a little bit. Right? So then it looks like that instead. Thoughts, opinions, comments? Maybe it is better capitalized. I kind of like the look of it better. Yeah, we're going to do that. Thanks for the suggestion, Tim. Appreciate that.
Known as acidosis. And high levels of serum uric acid. So,
oh, disappeared right there at the end. Good thing we watched all the way to the end. We're going to save, go back to our timeline. And my computer's being slow. Love that. Love that. Okay, come on. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. Oh no. It does not like this at all. Come on. Just pull in the comp from After Effects. It's not that hard. You've got it. Come on. Look at this. All right, let's turn the music back on. Now it's too quiet. All right. Well, as we're waiting for... Come on. I mean, you wanted to see the process, right? You wanted to see what it looks like for other YouTubers to edit their videos. Here you go. Okay, this is not what I want right now. That looks similar to yours. That's good. Yeah, it's very it's fun. It's great. Love it. Love it when this happens. You know, sometimes it'll freak me out just for a moment, and it'll go to the white screen and then it'll come back. Usually doesn't take this long, so I'm a bit concerned about that. Maybe I should quit out of After Effects in order to free up some memory, because After Effects is sucking up a lot of this. Oh, wow. I mean, look, Premiere isn't even showing up on this list, so that's not good. Okay, let's quit out of this for a moment. Just for a moment. And if we have to, then we will quit out of Premiere. It's actually not a loss. Maybe I should do that. We might end up quitting out of it. It wouldn't be a loss because we still have all of the comps in After Effects that are saved. So we can literally just drag and drop those over into Premiere again if it didn't save for a while. But look, now After Effects is freezing up. Let's just end that task. Okay. So let's give Premiere 10 seconds, 15, 20 seconds. Let's see if it does anything. And if not, well, then we're just gonna start over again, I guess. So, okay. All right, that's enough time. It's dead. It's crashed. You know, this actually, this doesn't happen that often for me, which I'm thankful for. Now I can't even find it among the list of applications here to shut it down. Or let me switch back over to me. All right. We're figuring this out. Okay, yeah, end process. There we go. Okay, there we go. All right, we're gonna reopen and get things fired up. While that's happening, you know, I don't know what to tell you. How's your Monday nights going? Anything exciting happening out there? I'm trying to think if I have anything. I'm gonna be going to San Diego over the weekend, which is kind of fun. Haven't been there since we moved, so it'll be nice to just be back in town for a little bit. Okay. That says last saved an hour ago. I'm gonna see if I've got a more recent autosave. Let's see. When's this from? 9:51. So that's like only 10 minutes ago. That's not bad. Let's open that one up. Oh, I didn't want that. Close. No. Open it up. Dan, you're going to Vegas? 9 days? Black Hat and DEF CON. Oh my god. Wow. Are you into like are you like a hacker? You know, or do you work for like defense or something like that? Wow, we got a whole bunch of people coming over. Wynotic Blogs. Hey guys. So it says, hey, just came across the channel. I liked it a lot. Thanks. Appreciate that. Alejandro. Oh, calling in from Mexico. That's awesome. Cybersecurity. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, Dan, I'm jealous. I think going to DEF CON would be awesome, but I would be totally lost, I think. So if you're just joining, the system just crashed. So I'm getting things back up and running here. And things are opening a bit slowly. But we're almost ready to go, I think. Let me just mess with something real quick. I realized that my keyboard wasn't pulled up either. So let's do that, and we'll be back in a flash here, back up and running. Just give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. So that's up. This is up. So let's switch back over. So we didn't lose a ton, thank goodness. In fact, I think this was the last, yeah, this was the last thing that we were working on. So let me just open up After Effects again. Get that running. And then we'll be in business. Is this working okay? Yeah. Cool. One moment. Thanks for your patience. I hate it when this happens, but unfortunately it's just sort of part of the process, which is frustrating. So we just finished with talking about WG Lennox, the assistant, as well as acidosis and serum uric acid, and how those levels change when people go on this starvation diet. And that's going to lead into conversations about the keto diet then, and its effectiveness for epilepsy. So that's what you will be seeing in the full video once it's all completed and uploaded on Wednesday. Things will open up here. So slow. We actually did a video on epilepsy a while back, like maybe 2 years ago, or maybe even more. Gosh, it's been a while. But you know, in that video, I think Allie may have made an offhand reference to the keto diet being used for treating epilepsy, but it wasn't anything in depth. So we're really going in deep here to sort of examine, like, why does this thing work? You know, why does changing your diet prevent seizures from happening? Oh, we got a new YouTube subscription from Allendal. Allendal. Thanks for the sub. Appreciate that. Okay. So we've got Premiere and After Effects open again. Thank goodness. And things are still conforming from the After Effects project. Let's actually save this guy. Give me 1 moment. There we go. Save as, yes, replace. Wonderful. Okay.
Those acids were secreted in urine if the subjects ate carbs or certain proteins. But surprisingly, the acid was not secreted if they only consumed 40% cream. Gross. Overall, they found the increased level of acids in the bloodstream typically showed up 2 or 3 days.
So we could sort of like boost that
40% cream.
You know, and have something pop on screen that you know, that drives the point home. Maybe we will do that, actually. Shouldn't be that hard. So what we're going to do, I'm going to open that up in After Effects. Here we go. Let me switch over to that. If I can create a new window. 1 moment. After Effects. Okay. And press OK. Whoa, look at how big that is. We don't need that to be that big. Is there like a fit to screen? There's got to be like a shortcut for this, right? One moment. There we go. Boom. And let's not have it in front of me. That would be great. Okay, wonderful. So now what we're gonna do is take this, and what I'm gonna need is a little vector or something like that. Gosh, even Chrome is like super slow here. But we're gonna carry on somehow. All right, ready? Coffee time. Hey, Maris Gardening and Cooking just subscribed. Well, thanks for the subscription. Let's pull up a web. Let's see. I'm gonna try and find a picture. What I'm looking for is a milk. Let's see, a vector milk bottle, and we're gonna pull up some sort of a milk bottle right here. Moment, if I can find something that'll work. Something simple. It doesn't need to be super intense. Yeah, here's one. Download. Okay. All right, now we're gonna open up yet another screen. So let me do another window capture for that. For Illustrator. Oh, that's not what I want. Okay. And that's also enormous. We're gonna transform. Oh, come on. It's being all messy for me. No. Okay, ready? We're gonna get this in screen somehow. Ugh. Dear Lord. It does not want to, huh? Okay, there we go. Boom. Now we're in screen. We're gonna drop that below. Ugh, finally. All right, here we are. So we're gonna take that image that we just downloaded, and we're going to bring it into Illustrator. There we go. And open with Illustrator. Are you streaming both YouTube and Twitch? Yes, I am. If you are watching this on YouTube right now, I was saying this earlier on, so apologies for repeating myself for those of you who were here earlier. But if you're watching this on YouTube right now and you want to see me do more than just you know, editing videos, editing videos is all that I'm really going to be streaming to YouTube because it has to do with the channel. But if you would like to see me do like video game gameplay, or if you want to see me do other, you know, I'll be just like chatting and stuff like that, then you'll want to follow me over on Twitch. I put the link in the chat before. I'll just add that over there one more time. A bunch of people following or subscribing on YouTube, which is awesome. But feel free to catch me over there, and I'll be streaming fairly regularly, hopefully. I guess we'll see how it works out. Okay, so we've got our milk bottle. Wow, look at that. Armored Crab. Thanks for the follow over on Twitch. So we're going to expand this out. It's really hard to see what these different layers are. Okay, we got these bubbles. I don't think we really need the bubbles. Okay, there it is. So this thing just needs to be on its own layer. So we're just going to do that and that. And we'll save it. Save as. We'll put it as milk. Great. Wonderful. So that's now saved. We can close out of that. I'll just... should I close it completely? Yes. Yes. Okay, great. Okay, and we're back here. Let's pull up the milk. Serendipity. Serendipity, you are Armored Crab. Well, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. That's so awesome. No, I really do. That's so great. I'm just pulling up that milk image that we just made, if I can find it. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. Custom. And milk. All right. What are we up to? Jevany. Hey, glad to see you. So what we're doing right now is we're talking about milk. We all love milk. Milk is delicious. I'm from Wisconsin originally, so you know you're essentially forced to drink milk from a very young age. And if you don't like milk, then you are exiled. You're not allowed to return into the state. And people will just, you know, they'll make fun of you, and they'll look at you funny. So anyway, I hope that you like milk, because otherwise we're gonna ban you. No, just kidding. What we're doing is we are talking about milk, but what we're doing is putting in some effects that are emphasizing the point of whatever it is that we're talking about. And for this, what we're doing is we got a bottle that's going to come into screen maybe about a second afterwards. I have this milk rise. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. So I'm going to change the anchor point to down near the bottom here, right? And then we can mess with the scale and actually have it go from 0. We'll keyframe that. And we'll go up to % again. Now, that is most of a bottle of milk, and Allie only said 40%. Oop. Don't want that. Oop, wrong one. So 40% cream. Let's see. It would be 60% milk, right? And 40% cream. So we're going to do, so that's about 60%, right? Maybe that's like 60%. I don't know. It's really hard to like demonstrate this visually. Let's try it anyway. We're going to duplicate this layer. So now we've got, let's do an easy ease on that so that the movement looks fine. And now we're going to mess with this one, right? And it'll go up to there. It should be underneath. That's going to be hard to see, huh? Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put a tint on the white. We're going to make it slightly yellowish, because cream can be kind of yellow, right? Like that. Right? Okay. Then what we're going to do, let's also keyframe easy ease Let's see what that looks like right now. All right. Uh, so let's mess with this a little bit. What? Okay, but where's the cream? Where's the cream? Is it creamy? Okay, there we go. There's the cream. Too fast, too fast. It needs to take a while. And maybe the cream should start before the milk. What do you think? Like that? Yeah, it looks bad right now. Right? But now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pre-compose both of those. And from that, we can create a nice little mask around the outside edge of this bottle. Right, so we'll go here, there, there. You know, this is rough. We don't need this to be perfect. Like so. Like so. Oh, like so. Like that. Boom. That's pretty good. Okay, great. Hey, look at that. Okay, so now let me play that through. Right? Then it conforms to the bottle. Maybe a little too fast still. Let's move this back somewhat. And I don't want the cream. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to mess with these amounts. Oh, don't want that. Let's start with this one. We're going to move that over. The heck? Like that. And then we'll mess with this one. And what we're doing is we're doing like a speed ramp. What that does is it messes with, essentially what it means is the motion will be fastest here, and it'll slow down and sort of ease into that at the very end. So here's what you end up with. Like that, right? Very nice. Oh, I've been neglecting the chat. Let's see. Love your content. Oh, thanks so much. Would watch you edit, game, or nerd out and chat. Let's see. YouTube deleted your old account? Oh boy. Were you like, spam botting or something like that? Can't wait to see the final product. It's 11:17 p.m. and you have exams in the morning. Well, then definitely get your sleep. This is not worth staying up for. Just go to bed. Because sleep is good for you. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to move that near the end because that's when she's talking about it.
If they only consumed
40% cream.
40% cream. Those
Okay, great. That worked out perfectly. So now what we're going to do is we're going to have that fly onto screen using, what are we going to be using? Ease from the left, like so, right? Okay, we don't need it to come in that fast. Also, let's turn on motion blur. Actually, we need motion blur for this too, now that I'm thinking about it. Motion blur, motion blur. Always use motion blur. That's my opinion. I don't know.
40% cream. Acids were secreted in urine.
What do you think? Does that look good?
Carbs or certain proteins.
Or if you're
Because
consumed.
the acid was not secreted,
Only consumed 40% cream. Those acids
Right? Not bad. I think that's good. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Okay. Let's switch back. Let me do this. This is getting a little bit in the way. There. That's better. Switch back to Premiere. You think that works? Good. Good. Let's move on then.
Gross. Overall, they found the increased level of acids in the bloodstream typically showed up 2 or 3 days after the fast began and coincided with an improvement in seizures.
Don't need
Then,
anything
a
there.
guy named Roland Turner Woodyard started looking at research on the relationship between diet and diabetes. What he found
Roland Woodyard. If that isn't a white person name, I don't know what is. Roland Woodyard. Okay, let's see here. Let's try and find a picture of this guy. Roland. How do you spell this guy's name? Roland Turner Woodyard. Oh yeah. It's not even Roland, it's Roland. Okay. Here we go. Roland. Look at that. Keto and fasting talk. Tiny ass picture. All right. I'm not going to do that. That's a pretty good picture. Tiny as well. Great. Wonderful. Love it. Is this one bigger? Nope. Is this one bigger? Nope. Gosh. How about this one? Nope. I swear. Let's just do Roland Woodyard. That doesn't help. How are we able to find other pictures of him here that aren't showing up? Okay, well, not great options. I'll say that. Gosh, these things are tiny. Okay. I think we'll end up going with this one because it's the cleanest looking picture. That one's there. That one doesn't look great. There's these two. That looks like the same picture. Yeah, we're gonna go with that one. Gosh. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Hate it when that happens. So we're gonna grab that image, drop it in. Now, imagine if you were editing a video in any larger format, right? This is part of the problem with doing our videos in like 2K, is that then this picture becomes even half as small, right? And you just have to like crank the scale on it and it looks awful. It looks terrible. I mean, look at that. Let's see if we can find something that might be able to do this for upscale image. AI image upscaler. Okay. Well, I'll bite. Let's try this out. Wow. Enlarge to 4x. Wow. Okay, so here's the original. That's not what I want to do. Here's the one that we downloaded. Wow, look at that. That's amazing. That's incredible. I like that. Chat, we've discovered something new today. That looks pretty good. Okay, cool. Well, in that case, let's get going with getting this guy some screen time. We can even scale it down. That's how big it is. Okay, there we go. Oh, come on, computer. Were you even able to see what I was doing before? Hang on, let me just check my settings here. Yeah, okay, cool. All right. So we got Wood Yacht here, Roland Wood Yacht. We're gonna grab the text from this dude. Make life a little bit easier. And move him more or less here. It's gonna need 2 lines, I imagine. Roland something Wood Yacht. Turner Wood Yacht. Like that. Oops. And we're gonna move it up. Not bad. Okay. So we got Roland in there. Rolling in the deep. Flip this over slightly. Okay. And we need this one to come in from the left. Take a little bit longer. Oh, I see. Put that guy over. Do that. Okay. And when does she mention his name?
A guy named Roland Turner Wood Yacht.
There it is. Roland. There we go. I meant to put this first, not second. Turn on motion blur.
And a guy named Roland Turner
Ooh.
Wood Yacht.
New subscription. Who was that? Kyle Armstrong. Thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. Okay. One
Then,
thing
a guy named
is,
Roland...
don't want that. So grab both of these, cut that out, and his image needs a drop shadow once again. Let's add that on. There we go. Save. Wonderful. That's done. On to the next shot.
What he found was that if a person was fasting, starving, or eating a particularly low-carb, high-fat diet, the liver would start to produce 3 compounds called beta-hydroxybutyrate, acetoacetate, and acetone. Collectively, these are known as ketone bodies.
Okay, so we're going to put those on screen now. Open up After Effects once more. And we're gonna need some spelling on these as well. Beta, because it's not even really spelled beta. It's the symbol for beta.
High-fat diet. The liver would start
to produce 3
compounds
called beta-hydroxy.
Okay, so first one. Let me actually see if I can copy paste this over, because that would be convenient. Let's see. Here we go. Copy. Hello. Okay. Not gonna let me select it again. Oh. Yeah, that'll work. So we'll change this to medium. I don't know why it's italicized. Make that larger. And 100%. Why is this all like messed up? Okay, that's good. I also don't think that this needs to be, this should be 0 as well. Okay, cool. That's better. Put a drop shadow on that. don't think we need it to be enormous, but I do think about like mobile users and how readable some of this stuff will be for them, you know? Like I don't want them squinting at their screens being like, "What is that? What is it? What does that say?" So, but I think that's good. We'll duplicate that and move it down to there-ish. Next one is acetoacetate. Why is it a different font now? Oh, because it grabbed from the beta. I see. Well, we don't like that. Okay. Do that. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. Acetoacetate. We'll capitalize that. And we'll duplicate that. And move that down. And we'll call that acetone. And now what we'll do is we will make sure that these are evenly distributed. There we go. And I might also scale them up slightly. Cool. Don't want them to be enormous, but yeah. Okay, so she mentions the first one here.
Beta-hydroxybutyrate, acetoacetate.
Second one is there.
Acetoacetate and acetone.
And there's acetone. Okay, now we take all three of those, have them come in from the left, take off the rotation. Oh, you know what? I realized that my video is on this side. Move myself over a little bit. There. That's a little bit nicer. And we'll also kind of move them over a little bit.
Called beta-hydroxybutyrate.
And we'll turn on.
Called beta-hydroxybutyrate, acetoacetate, and
Okay. She says ketone bodies right there. Known as ketone bodies. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to duplicate one of these. Let's just duplicate that. And that's where it comes in. We're going to position that up above. It's going to go up here. It'll be slightly larger. And we'll call it ketone bodies, right? But we're going to remove it coming from the left and instead have it come from the top. But still take off the rotation. We're also going to add a little underline underneath it. So we're sort of indicating that, like, oh, actually, I should undo that. We're adding an underline to show that this is like the header for all the stuff that we were just talking about, like that. Maybe I'll turn it to 12. Yeah, that seems fine. For whatever reason, it seems extremely white compared to the other text. Yeah, it is slightly off. Interesting. Off-white. Add a drop shadow to that as well. And then what we're going to do is we're going to twirl that down. We'll cut this off here. We're going to come down to effects. No. Contents. Yeah. We're going to add trim paths. And we'll have it start at 50% for both. And we'll add a keyframe. And then
they're known as ketone bodies.
Have it go to 100. and 0. And then we'll add a little easy ease to that and mess with the speed ramp of both of these. And you'll see that what that does is it gives us a nice little animation.
These are known as ketone bodies.
A little bit slow. I think I wanted to happen a little bit earlier.
These are known as ketone bodies.
I could also make it shorter, I suppose.
These are known as ketone bodies.
Or I could have it happen after.
Known as ketone bodies.
Okay, that also needs some motion blur there.
Known as ketone bodies.
There we go. Nice. That's not bad. We're going to say that's good enough. It's sort of separated off a little bit larger. Perfect. We're going to go back to Premiere and keep moving on. Am I on Skillshare? No, I'm not, Fran. Sorry. I have done advertisements for Skillshare on our channel. But no, I have not done any Skillshare like classes or anything like that. There are many other people who are far more skilled than I at doing this stuff. But I like doing this stuff. You know, it's fun. It's fun to do. So I definitely recommend learning yourself. If you want to learn, Dan, have a good night. Thanks for joining. If you want to learn how to do After Effects, my suggestion, I gave the same suggestion the other day, check out videocopilot.net. Andrew Kramer is the person that does the tutorials for it, and he's excellent. He just like, he's funny, he's very detailed in everything, so go check that out. All right,
The term ketogenic diet was coined by Russell Morse Wilder, who conducted the first trial of the diet on epilepsy patients in 1921. Now,
man, all these people, man, I swear. Russell Morse Wilder. We have so many people in this script. Let's see what this guy looks like. Okay. Russell Morse Wilder. That's him, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, well that is not the size that they say it is. Okay, that's a little bit better. Maybe I can take a picture of that. Oh, move that. Boom. Cool. Save that. Get out of this stuff.
conducted the first
Yeah. Bring that into After Effects. Once again. Pull the image into here.
The term ketogenic diet was coined
by
There we go. We'll have him, let's mess with his dimensions here. And once again, we'll copy the text from this guy. Russell Morse Wilder. Okay.
by Russell Morse Wilder, who conducted
Do that and that. Have it also come from the left. And a bit faster.
was coined by Russell Morse Wilder, who conducted the
Okay. We'll add a drop shadow to the image. Boom, boom, boom. Good to go. Moving right along. Let's turn on some music while we're doing this.
The first trial of the diet on epilepsy.
Okay, great. That's done. Next.
Now, patients didn't have to literally starve themselves. They could still eat some foods and get the same beneficial effects. Meini Gustav Peterman, a colleague of Wilder's, is actually the person who came up with the classic diet. In kids, this includes a ratio of 1.
Meini Gustav. Meini? So many people, dude. Meini Gustav Peterman. Okay. There's so many people. Meini Gustav Peterman.
Meini Gustav Peterman.
All right, let's see what this person looks like. That's him, right there. That's a tiny picture too. Luckily, we know now about the AI that can upscale these kinds of images. Upscale. So here's what we're gonna do. Go back into this, right? And we're gonna grab that picture that we just downloaded. Let's see if we can do this again. I have one free image left. There we go. Download that. Good to know. All right, we got Meini. Oh, didn't want to do that. Okay, back to Meini. There's Meini. I don't think we need this guy to actually, I don't know. Should he slide into frame again, kind of like the other people? We just have so many pictures of people in this video. Like, I can't believe it. Okay, once again, we're gonna copy the text from this. Paste that in there. I feel like it should be like already coming on screen. And we're gonna want to position that. And how do you spell this guy's name again? Okay. Meini Gustav Peterman. All right. Interesting. Okay, we'll lower the text a little bit like that. There. And this guy also needs to come in from the left. And we'll do that.
Meini Gustav Peterman, a colleague of Wilder's.
Need the
Meini Gustav Peterman, a colleague of Wilder's, is actually.
Okay, that's actually a good place to have him go back off screen. So that's what we're gonna do. Out and out. How did it do that? Move. Let's try that again. Out. There we go.
In kids, this includes.
Perfect. Top compilations. You're wondering how much you can earn minimum after your Bachelor of Science in Neuroscience? Your mileage may vary. I'll say that. You can get jobs, you know, you could probably, if you really, there are plenty of jobs out there that make decent money. You know, you could work in like a national lab or something like that. I don't know how much that pays. That's sort of like what I would consider sort of an upper end. you can look for, you know, jobs in industry. Or you can take your neuro degree and do other kinds of biology-oriented work. I'm not the right person to ask about this, but we made a video about that. It didn't have salary amounts, though. You know, it just depends on the kind of job that you end up getting.
In kids, this includes a ratio of 1.
1 gram of protein per kilogram of body weight. Fewer than 15 grams of carbohydrates per day.
Okay. Not going to put an effect on that or have any text or anything like that. I'm just going to move on.
So, what does that look like? Well, here's a menu suggested for a 5-year-old by some physicians. For breakfast, scrambled eggs made with butter, cheese, and heavy cream, with some strawberries, cantaloupe, or pineapple. As a mid-morning snack, another small serving of fruit with heavy cream. For lunch, a burger patty with American cheese, no bun, some broccoli with butter, and heavy cream. For afternoon snack, sugar-free Jell-O and heavy cream. And then for dinner, chicken breast without the skin, with broccoli, American cheese, mayonnaise, and, you guessed it, more heavy cream.
Okay. Kind of want to zoom in every time we do that.
So, what does that look like? For breakfast, scrambled eggs made with butter.
Okay. So, head kind of stops right there.
As a
We'll zoom into 60, 70, 80, 90. So we'll do 6, yeah, 60 is fine. Start there.
pineapple. As a mid-morning snack, another small serving.
Okay. What I'm doing is just sort of lining up the eye lines so that as people are watching, it'll flow nicely. Your eyes will be essentially in the same place. You're usually watching the other person's eye line when you're watching a YouTube video, if it's, you know, face to camera kind of stuff like this. So if you line it up, then your eyes don't have to do as much work, and it feels like everything just kind of flows from one shot to the other. It becomes quite pleasant to watch. And this one, we're gonna turn to 90%. But the question becomes, will you be able to see the heavy cream in the shot?
And then for dinner, chicken breast without the skin, with broccoli, American cheese, mayonnaise, and, you guessed it, more.
Okay, so that has got to be in the shot, right? We gotta have that.
Dinner, chicken breast without the skin, and, you guessed it, more.
So let's work backwards here. Her eye line is way up here, right? So we just want to bump this up slightly, I think. Be a bit closer. Maybe a little bit down, right? And this one can be slightly bumped up too. Oh, bumping the wrong one. There. I think that should be fine.
Cream. For lunch, a burger patty with American cheese, no bun, some broccoli with butter, and heavy cream. For afternoon snack, sugar-free Jell-O and heavy cream. And then for dinner, chicken breast without the skin, with broccoli, American cheese, mayonnaise, and, you guessed it,
Mayonnaise.
more heavy cream.
That
Now,
kind of
you might be
mayo
asking
on
yourself,
top of your heavy cream. Okay, let's bring these clips over into After Effects because we're transitioning from one scene to the other. Oh boy, which one's first? I'm gonna say kitchen first and then dining room. Guess we'll find out. Nope, I selected wrong. That's okay. So we'll do kitchen then, right? And dining room here. So all I want to do is come right here, find with Animation Composer, which is a free plugin. Go check it out if you want to do these sorts of effects and transitions and stuff like that. Come down to, let's see, where was I looking? Transitions. What was I looking for? Pre-comps, transitions. So we've got short pans, which could be useful. There's a shake and distort, zoom and rotate out. That might be fun. That one doesn't really fit. There's a glitch, which wouldn't really fit. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Let's do a light leak, which doesn't really fit. I don't think either. Rotate wouldn't be bad. Rotate wouldn't be bad. Yeah, not really the look that we're going for. So I'm either for the zoom and rotate out, the pan, or the rotate. Any opinions? If you had the choice between the rotate, a pan, or, oops, not that. That's not really what I was looking for either. Zoom and rotate out, that one. I kind of like the zoom and rotate out. Let's try that. You like the pan? Which direction do you want it to pan to? Do you want it to pan to the left, to the right, up, down? Hi, Harry, by the way. Glad to see you. Oh, I can create polls. Here, I'm creating a poll. Boom. I don't know what that does, but oh, there we go. Look at that. Wow, I'm seeing live results as they come in. It's amazing. This is awesome. Wow. Okay, vote on the poll if you see it on your screen. I'm asking which direction we should be panning. You can see the pan options right here. We got, going down, from the bottom, it like scrolls out, left, right, or we have top. Ooh, left is pulling out ahead. Ooh, left is pulled ahead. I'm ending it there. Yeah, that's it. Okay, we're going with left. Let's add that in there. Okay. So now that's what this looks like.
Now, you might be asking yourself,
Let's do that again.
more heavy cream.
Now, you might
Asking yourself,
What do you think? Does that look good?
more heavy cream. Now, you might be asking yourself, how
I think that works pretty well. I think that's pretty good.
how on earth did this diet become popular?
I'm gonna zoom this in here. About to say, Big Dairy must be making a fortune.
Popular. Big Dairy must be making a
That's kind of where her face is, though. Like that. Serendipity, glad to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great night. let's do this. I'm gonna drop it down a bit so that our head isn't getting so cut off like that.
It become popular. Big Dairy must be making a fortune.
Okay, we're gonna save that, come back to Premiere. And what I want to do is actually edit out this breath here.
Diet become popular. Big become popular.
Right there. And like that. Check it out.
Become popular. Big Dairy must be making a fortune. Well, just to clarify, the classic ketogenic
Snap you.
diet and the one that's used to treat epilepsy is not quite the same as the one that's used to lose weight. Weight loss approach does
So let's line up the eye lines. Right there. And let's go to 70.
lose weight. Weight loss approach does try to push the body into ketosis.
A little bit. Her head's getting cut off just a tiny bit, so we're gonna lower it down.
Weight loss approach does try to push the body into
Still a little bit high for my liking.
ketosis, where it burns fatty acids instead of glucose, but isn't quite as restrictive on the carbs. And you're not supposed to stay on the keto diet forever because, as I'll get to in a bit, the side effects can be pretty rough. In the 1920s,
Bring that into After Effects. So all we're gonna do is just add in ketosis, right? It's a very important term as we're talking about
burns
this.
fatty acids instead of glucose.
Of glucose isn't quite as restrictive on
Try to push the body into ketosis.
process.
So there's just saying ketosis. Hey, thanks for the sub Obi-Wan Canola. Nice name. So she's gonna say ketosis. But that should be centered, right? Make sure that that's, oops, didn't want to do that. Let's add a drop shadow so that we can see what we're looking at. We're gonna scale this up like so. And we'll move it down slightly. And we'll have this come in from the bottom. Remove the rotation. And we'll add in that motion blur.
Into ketosis, where it burns fatty acids.
Burns fatty acids instead of glucose, but isn't quite as restrictive.
Carbs.
Okay, that's where it's gonna leave.
And-
Right there. It'll exit from to the bottom as well. And we're good to go. We're done with this clip, moving right along.
In the 1920s, this diet was enormously effective for patients. While some of them reported unpleasant side effects like nausea and vomiting, many of them showed improved alertness and sleep patterns. And in a study of 30
Okay. I don't think we need to like mess with anything there. So eye lines once again right there. Let's zoom in to 80% there. We'll line this up again, trying not to cut off the top of her head as much as we can.
In a study of 37 pediatric patients, Peterman reported that 95% showed improvement in their seizures, and 60% became entirely seizure-free. As time continued, scientists began to develop more effective anticonvulsant drugs, including sodium valproate, and the use of the ketogenic diet started to drop off, which isn't really that surprising. It's probably kind of hard to convince your 5-year-old to chug heavy cream all day.
Okay, so we can have sodium valproate show up on screen. And I'm telling you what, we're gonna, I hate to do this right now because we are pretty close to the end actually. Things start to fall off in terms of effects probably right around here, so we don't have that much more to go in terms of putting effects in, but it's getting late. I've got a full day of work tomorrow for my actual job, so this is going to be our last effect for the day, I think. So let's pull this open. Oop. And we need to find a picture of sodium valproate. Images. Okay. Getting email messages. If we can find an actual image of sodium valproate. Here. This is what I'm looking at. So we could do this. That's not bad. Why does it look like it's taken by a potato, though? Oh. What? That's a much better looking picture. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh yeah, much cleaner. So it says sodium valproate. I'm gonna do that. Oh, that didn't save how I wanted it to. Can I save it as a JPEG just by putting that there? Let's find out. Okay. And then I'm gonna pull that in. Yeah. That didn't work. Oh, see, look. Save as. Let's save it as a, I don't know, JPEG. Just save it under downloads again. Let's see if that does anything different. Nope. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Allie's bothering me to probably get ready for bed, so I think I'm gonna end it here. Unfortunately, we're not getting the sodium valproate on screen yet, but you will see it in the final version, which will be coming out on Wednesday. So thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight. I really appreciate everybody who's been chilling with me. If you're on Twitch right now, stick around because you know we could raid somebody. I've only done that once before, and I just like sent everybody over to one of my friends who's also streaming. So right now I've got one of my friends. His name is Nick Wan. He's a data scientist, and he like streams some of the code that he works on. Not too different from editing, to be honest, in terms of sort of the interest level and everything, and he's a really nice guy. So we're going to be doing that if you're over on Twitch and hanging out. If you're on YouTube and watching right now and you would like to join in on that, let me link once more to my Twitch. There we go. Feel free to come hang out over there. Like I was saying, I will only be doing editing of videos as a stream on YouTube and Twitch as well, but I do far more than that on Twitch. I'll be doing video game gameplay, chatting up. Last time I did a non-editing stream, I was giving bad therapy advice, purposefully, like very bad advice. stuff like that. So we like to have fun. So feel free to join me over there. I'd love to see you guys over there. And with that said, I'm going to end stream for tonight. Thanks so much, everybody, for hanging out. Let's do this raid here, and have a good night. Bye.